Alright guys, welcome to another Dashes Gaming ShoutCAST. I'm here today with Avril, who is official caster of the NZ BarCraft LAN tournament in Auckland, which is happening today. This is, I believe, is it still a group stage game?
Yeah, man, we're still in the preliminary prelims, basically, for the group stages. I think we're in the third round at the moment, so we've got one round left to go, and then the results will come through, and the top two teams from our two pools will go into the semi-finals.
Awesome, no worries. Alright, well, basically, it's GIGA versus RMK. GIGA, also known as Sequential Gaming, which is actually like a real team. I know they do compete in actual tournaments. Aside from really big tournaments overseas as well. So that should be interesting to watch them right now. I'm not sure on the score. I think they're 1-1 at the moment. Is that correct? They've had one win and one loss?
Yeah, their one loss was due to a forfeit. They actually didn't show up to their game on time.
Oh, okay.
Which can be a problem on LAN. So, you know, if you're going to do a LAN tournament, you got to stick to the schedule. If you don't show up to your game on time, that's just really unfortunate that you'll get disqualified from a game. But you know, they are the favourites in this tournament at the moment. As you said, they're a real team. This team is, I think, our only sponsored team event at the moment. The official team name for this event is GIGA, so they're sponsored by the GIGA Internet Cafe, and 3 of the members are actually a part of Sequential Gaming, which are obviously sponsored by Sequential Gaming, and they'd be probably, at my guess, the second best team in Australasia behind Natural 9, previously known as Absolute Legends.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. Alright, we'll just go through the we'll probably go through the picks first. Just from Remake, we've got Venomancer, Brewmaster, and Death Prophet straight up. I'm not sure if Death Prophet received any buffs in the last patch, and yeah, so no real new heroes there. Death Prophet not used so much, but still always a strong hero, especially if you can get that real good farm middle. And then from GIGA, we have Queen of Pain, Rubik, and Tidehunter, all solid picks in themselves. Interesting to see. We might see an off-lane Queen of Pain, because Rubik normally does like that middle, but it'll most likely be all we could see is support Rubik. That's the other option there.
Yeah, I mean, they give themselves a lot of options, haven't they? I mean, they can choose right now if they want Queen of Pain mid or Rubik mid, and either of those could also off-lane quite easily. I would say that if you were going to run Rubik support, you would probably want him off-laning and have Quap mid. Otherwise, I can't really see Queen of Pain going support, so I'm kind of inclined to think that Quap will be mid and Rubik will be in the side lane, because they will run Rubik on the support. Just because I don't see Quap going support at all. And
basically, yeah, standard bans again. Just standard bans from both sides. Nothing new from this from the new patch really. Haven't seen really any of the extremely buffed heroes like I can't even think. Oh, Undying. I'm interested to see that he did receive a big buff.
He received it was a pretty decent buff. I think a couple of AoEs got quite a big buff. But I think what we're seeing from Remake at the moment, they got a very specific strat going on here. I think they got a lot of AoE skills in the 4 heroes that they have already. I think they're going to be going for some pretty big team fights with the amount of AoE skills that they have. Sequential Gaming is going to respond to that with a Tinker. I think they've got more of a nuke-heavy team on Sequential Gaming, and you got the Tinker, you got Rubik, and you Quap. A lot of really heavy burst damage. So their team is definitely geared more towards that burst damage-heavy lineup, whereas it looks more like Remake are going for that kind of AoE kind of team fighting. Maybe even
it's a very pushy team as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But you know, they're gonna struggle. I think they're gonna struggle to push because Tinker with those march, you know, he can just keep those marches up, and you will not get onto that tower with the march.
I'd be extremely surprised. Yeah. You know. Yeah, I'd be surprised if he went for the
Remake yet to pick the carry unless they want Brewmaster as their carry. They can definitely do that if they wanted to, but at the moment, you know, you got Chaos Knight, Lone Druid, and Anti-Mage, and Nagastar, and those are your pretty big standard carries are all gone. Morphling's still on the table if they want that. Morphling's got a bit of AoE damage as well, so it synergizes as well.
I think Tinker would definitely be going the March build. I'd be surprised if he went Laser Rocket against that team that they got Veno's wards, and I really think he's going to be going for the March, because if Undying gets his tombstone down, it's going to be very hard to stop. And Disruptor, that's a quite good pickup for Quap actually. And just any hero in general, but Tidehunter to send him back after the blink instantly. There's a lot of good heroes to use it on. And Chen pick up for Giga Gaming. Yeah, as their final pick.
On the disrupt pick, I think they definitely, there's a big wombo combo going on for Remake at the moment, and you get a lot of people that you can trap inside of AoE. And with sequential gaming, I think they're going to play Quap carry is really the only thing I can see. They got a lot of, they actually have 3 mid heroes if you look at it that way, Quap, Rubik and Tinker, so they got a lot of choice. I actually think they might run commit.
Yeah, I think Rubik will be yeah, it will most likely be tied in the offlane, I think, with well, I don't know exactly. Like, Quap's definitely going to be middle. I can, unless they do throw in offlane, but that would surprise me. But they might actually run an offensive. They might actually run an offensive tri-lane top, possibly with Chen jungling in the enemy jungle. But other than that, yeah. But both teams seem to be reacting to this new patch with the assist gold, and definitely not picking so many hard carries. A couple of heroes need farm on either team, but just not that like super AM, super farm like PA or anything. And looks like we got both teams going bottom, or just actually Remake. So Chen's got to look out right now. He should be fine. He does have a smoke, but if he runs that way, no, he's gonna run away. Really should have Venomancer leading, most likely though, or Disruptor, but and there you go, they do swap.
Yeah,
but
well, Chen's spotted all of that. Now pings have gone out from Giga. They know there's 5 people down there, and you know that level 1 gank is not really going to have. Do they have wards? Are they going to plant any wards down? That would probably be the one thing you really want to do in this lane. So DP, Death Prophet Quabulus, does have those wards. And
something to note, she actually started with a bottle first, so I'm not sure if that's a kind of an odd strategy. Normally you want to.
Well, you got to haste her and straight away, but yeah, it's definitely a weird strategy. She's going to struggle with those last hits because you just don't have that extra stats that you really need at the start.
Yeah.
Can you actually see me drawing on the map, by the way?
I can. Yep.
Okay, awesome. So we can use it as well. And first pause coming through now.
Yeah, I actually think she went bottle first because Giga are actually the favourites. To try and last hit against someone who is possibly quite a bit better than you can be hard. So I'm thinking she may be looking to bottle crow or rune control with that bottle. Just make sure she definitely gets that bottle in the early game and doesn't get harassed out of a lane before she gets it, and then she can just crip swarm spam to try and get last hits. But other than that, yeah, that's my way of thinking of why he went the bottle first.
I do have to say though, there is one problem with rune control against a Quap, is that you will struggle to go up.
It's very hard.
Rune control when a Quap can blink to the rune. When the Quap can blink to the rune and slow you down with the Shadow Strike, you know, it's going to be really difficult. Really the only way you're going to have to go is you're going to have to run for that rune a good 5 seconds, maybe even 10 seconds before it spawns, and just sit on the rune spawn literally and wait for the spawn, because that's really the only way you're not gonna beat a Quap running for the rune at the same time. So really the only way you can do this is to get there before the Quap can get there, and then you're gonna have to go for a fight. Luckily for Crob though, you do have a silence, which means you'll have a good early lead in damage against a Quap in a 1v1 with that silence. It's really powerful.
Yeah, also I'll say as well, one thing which I'm excited about is there's no tri-lanes. And this, looks like it's going to be 2-1-2. Looks like Venomancer will be heading top. Just having a standard no tri-lane match, like, which is surprising, but. Either?
Yep. I'm not 100% certain how he's going to perform. He's up against both Disruptor and Undying, and that could be a really bad combo from the go up against a lot of nukes in that combo. And you know, if Disruptor gets off a good kinetic field, or possibly a good glimpse, you know, that
yeah.
can get the Tinker. I think they really need to put a lot of pressure on that bottom lane, and Chen needs to be very aware that they want to kill the bottom lane, because I think it's very clear that makes sense on the bottom lane before they
and
control.
Yeah, and we do see him spamming straight away in middle. He casts it straight away, and that's his second wave already. So yeah, it looks like you go for the bottle first, so we can have that super early mana regen. It may have been wise to save the haste rune to be able to ensure 100% on the next rune, but he chooses to use it now.
Yeah,
so
you could. Yeah, this mid is going to be really interesting how this turns out. I can definitely see a lot of spam from the Crypt Swarm. You know, Queen of Pain is not that far. It's about 275 gold away from bottle. So once bottle comes up for Quap, I think that bottle advantage will no longer really be in effect for Death Prophet. I think Death Prophet really needs to do something with that bottle advantage right now before Queen of Pain gets her bottle, because once that happens, you know, it's all even Steven in mid. In fact, it won't be because Quap has stats.
Has the extra the extra stats. Yeah, extra stats early game can't be underestimated. I mean, Quap has an extra 57 HP because of those 3 branches, which is like an extra auto attack or half a nuke. So, I mean, it is a lot early game, and plus the damage you get from it as well. I wonder if we'll be seeing much action on top lane. That clap can really do a lot of damage. Here we go. We got initiation from there. We're gonna see a Gale come out. No, it's already been used. So, I
just have to mention that. Yeah.
And middle lane actually, Quap doing a lot of damage to Death Prophet, just forcing him back, blinking in, and then chucking a Shadow Strike, and he is going to secure the rune. So this Death Prophet is in a lot of trouble. The Courier is actually not upgraded either, so he won't be able to bottle.
This is exactly what I was talking about. When a Quap is going to have really solid rune control just because you have blink, just because you have Shadow Strike on top of the blink. You know, Death Prophet is going to have a hard time going for that rune.
We actually see him having good CS so early. Like he's 10 for 1, where Quap's only 5 for 2. So he's doing fairly well. He's holding his own.
Definitely comes down to that Crypt Swarm spam. Definitely will help with that early CS. So I think that's something. First item boots. I don't know what's going on here. First item boots for DP after bottle.
Yeah, he is bottle crowing, so that's smart to do. Obviously, if you're not gonna get out of the room. I think we're gonna see maybe some aggression from RMK onto top lane soon. I think they can probably take it down. That clap does so much damage, and then the Venomancer slow as well. Yeah, Rubik's gonna have a really hard time, and you see the pinks coming out now. They definitely want to go in. Brewmaster not farming great actually on that lane, surprisingly. So hopefully he can get a little bit more. And we got initiation onto the Venomancer. Can he pull him back? He's gonna stun Brewmaster. That's gonna be the first blood straight out, and now they can continue on. No, it looks like they're gonna have to back. But great stun there, pulled him straight back into Panda, and then yeah, Panda had no way to save him then. So
I do have to mention as well, like as good as the slows are for remake. I mean, DP goes down to one blink scream combo from Quap. So yeah, DP not going too well. But and
we actually take out Tinker on bottom lane as well. Tinker just got glimpse back after a Thunderstrike nuke, and then the decay was too strong for him. So nicely done on bottom lane. Yeah, he didn't even need to throw down the kinetic field actually. So yeah, and Quap rune controlling again.
Needs to be very aware.
Yeah.
This is exactly Chen needing to be very aware that this is going to happen. I mean, bot lane was always going to be a kill lane for these two. They really want Tinker down in this lane, and they got exactly what they wanted. Tinker, however, has got that soul ring now, so he's able to harass beginners harass with his rockets. He's gone rocket march build, so it's probably the smart build. I definitely think March is definitely the correct build that you want to go against a dual lane with heavy nukes. So
yeah, and just as I said before, if you remember, I said Prophet was 10 and 1 and Quap was 5 and 2. Well, now Quap is now 20 and 5 and Death Prophet is 12 and 12 and 2. So Quap taking complete control of this lane. Is actually using the bottle to courier back and forth now. Because it looks like that initiation you said where he got him down to one more right click or something must have used all his mana, so he wants to get that before the next rune to secure it.
Yeah, and this is what I said earlier as well about as soon as Quap gets that bottle, you know, that early bottle advantage that DP has is completely gone. Crob's bottle advantage is completely gone as soon as Quap gets her bottle, and I think what is that, like 2 runes so far that the Quap has had over the Crob.
Yeah, both runes.
So
And she's in a great position now to get to take the next rune as well. She actually finishes her Null Talisman as well, I believe it's called. Yeah, Null.